Prince Dapo Abiodun, Osun State Governor Boyega Oyetola, Minister for Industry, Trade and Investment Otunbani Adebayo, former Ogun State Governor Aremu Olusegun Oshoba, retired General Alani Akinrade, and Chief Pius Akireyelure. Coming out of the meeting, the APC leaders strongly condemned separatist agitations and hate speeches, avowing their belief in the unity, stability, and sustainability of the country. They also threw their weight behind the position of the southern governors on open grazing, taken during a summit held on May 11, 2021 in Asaba Delta State. Addressing the press, Chief Akonde, who spoke on behalf of the APC leaders, said the attendees endorsed the ban on open grazing as the decision would lessen tensions between farmers and herders. Akonde said the party leaders were mindful of the short-term dislocation of the ban on open grazing might cause, but said that the Southern Governor's decision was in the best interest of all parties concerned.
We express our strong opposition to separatist agitation and hate speeches, while urging those indulging in such to desist forthwith. We renew our belief in the unity, stability, and sustainability of the country. We hold to the view that through federalism, where more power and resources are allocated to the state, through federalism and the reallocation of resources and authority that comes with it, will empower the states to solve localized issues before they spread and transform into national ones. We endorse the position of the southern governors taken at their May 11, 2021 summit in Asaba, Delta State, regarding ranching federal government to provide, through the Central Bank of Nigeria, short, medium, and long-term financing for states and those who may wish to set up ranches.
Meanwhile, the national leader of the All Progressives Congress APC, Bola Tinubu, has denied the claim that he has endorsed any candidate for the forthcoming local government election in Lagos State. In a statement, he faulted the allegations of a plot to influence the party's primaries, saying they were targeted to hurt the party. Tinubu noted that the APC Governance Advisory Council in Lagos met on Friday last week to discuss ways to ensure the fairness of the primaries for the poll. According to Tinubu, the integrity of the primary process is of the highest priority for the APC, and all efforts must be geared towards the realization of a free, fair, and transparent process. To this end, he said party officials were obligated to establish the necessary arrangements to ensure orderly, peaceful, free, and fair primaries.
I have not endorsed or proclaimed anybody, not one single person, as anointed candidate for our party, APC.
To other news now, the General Overseer, Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, Pastor Ine Kadoboye, has lauded the governance and leadership style of Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi, describing him as a man of faith. Speaking when he visited Bello in Lokoja, Adeboye also commended the governor for his religious tolerance. Adeboye said that the show of faith by Bello in handling the coronavirus pandemic was a rare demonstration of a political leader. Adeboye further assured the governor that he would continue to offer prayers for the leadership and people of the state at large. The governor noted that Kogi, under his leadership and considering the circumstances surrounding his emergence as governor and his election for second term, was resolved to do good by providing credible and impacting governance. He alluded that his administration strive to ensure ethnic, religious balance, fighting criminality and other modest achievements were only natural and mandatory obligations expected of leaders bequeathed with the people's mandate.
This is not the time to sing or chant or, talk tough and preach war. No, this is not the time. This is the time we should all hold ourselves together. This is the time all faith and all backgrounds, all ethnic groups, we should come together as one united Nigeria. This is the time we should be our brothers' keepers. Please pray for us.
The first chapel in Government House has been built by you. We are delighted, sir. I want to assure you that we will keep on praying for you. We will keep on praying for the people of your state.
The Presidential Steering Committee, PSC, has published the names of 90 returning travelers who evaded the mandatory 7-day quarantine for persons arriving from restricted countries. A statement issued by the PSC chairman and the secretary to government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, revealed that the erring persons comprised 63 Nigerians and 27 foreigners. Mustafa noted that the committee had issued a travel advisory on the 1st of May for passengers arriving in Nigeria from Brazil, India, and Turkey, saying the measures were necessary to mitigate the risk of importation of variants of concern and break the chain of transmission to the population. The erring persons, according to the SGF, arrived in Nigeria between May 8th and 15th through the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos and the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja. He added that they have been declared persons of interest on account of posing a considerable danger to overall public health and for the violation of the nation's COVID-19 travel protocol by evading quarantine. Mustafa advised Nigerians to be wary of such persons of interest, saying they constitute an immediate health hazard to the society. President Muhammadu Buhari has directed that the national flag be flown at half-mast in all public buildings, facilities and official residence across the country. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, announced in a statement that the directive is with effect from today till Wednesday. He explained that the presidential directive was to honor the memory and services of the late Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Ibrahim Atayiru, as well as the senior military officers and service members who died in a plane crash on Friday last week. Mustafa added that the president has approved Monday as a work-free day for members of the Nigeria Armed Forces. The remains of the late Atayiru and 10 other officers who died in the plane crash in Kaduna were laid to rest on Saturday at the National Military Cemetery in Abuja. You're listening to the news at 1 p.m. on Splash 105.5 FM. Still ahead, more than 170 children missing following volcanic eruption in DRC's Goma district. And in tennis, Denis Shapovalov pulls out of Grand Slam due to shoulder injury. We'll take a short break now and we'll come back. We'll bring you details of these and other stories. Do stay with us.
Do you need a fully furnished, nice and comfortable hostel accommodation in University of Ibadan? Or a place for seminars and executive trainings at the same venue? You do not have to worry. Adebayo Akonde Hall suits your lodging needs and provides you a home away from home. Adebayo Akonde Hall is a 4-star hostel built in a serene environment with constant supply of electricity. It has fully furnished rooms that gives you great comfort at an affordable price. Adebayo Akonde Hall is located at Ajibode Extension, University of Ibadan. To make reservations, visit www.adebayohall.com or call the numbers 0805 699 8718, 0805 699 8719, 0805 699 8720. Adebayo Akonde Hall. Built for comfort. Built for you.
ìgbàgbọ́ kan ní Splash FM ni pé okòwò ṣẹ́gbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ láwùjọ wa lónìí kì í ṣe títa àwùjọ lólobó nìkan bí kò ṣe jíjẹ́ akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ àwọn tó gbéṣẹ́ náà dání. èròǹgbà wa tó kàn ní dídá ògo ṣẹ́gbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ padà nípa kíkọ́ àti ríró àwọn agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ lágbára pẹ̀lú ìmọ̀ tó tẹ̀wọ̀n. ká sì tún àwọn ọ̀ràn tó ń bọ̀ sọ́nà nípa iṣẹ́ ọnà àti ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ sáyẹ́ǹsì ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tá a ti ń gùn lé láti bí ọdún mẹ́rìnlá sẹ́yìn nínú okòwò ṣẹ́gbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́. ẹ kú ojú lọ́nà.
Well, thank you so much for staying with us here at the news at 1 p.m. on Splash 105.5 FM. Turning to the foreign scene now, the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, has said that hundreds of children and families in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, Goma district, are at risk following the volcanic eruption of Mount Nyiragongo. The sky turned red and lava spewed from the volcano on Saturday, causing thousands to flee the city of 2 million, located just to the south. UNICEF said more than 150 children have been separated from their families and more than 170 are feared missing. A UNICEF team has been deployed in the affected areas of the Sake, Buhene, Kibati and Kibumba to provide first-line response, which includes installing chlorination water points in and around Sake to limit the spread of cholera. Senegalese opposition leader Ousmane Sonko has been barred from leaving the country to attend a conference scheduled for this week. He had been invited by economist Kako Nukupko to take part in a convention on the future West African currency, which will be held on the 26th to 28th of May in the Togolese capital, Lomé. A court ruling by Judge Abdullahi Asane Tune denied Mr. Sonko permission to leave the country. Mr. Sonko has an ongoing rape case and was released on condition that he stays within the country's borders. His arrest in March sparked protests across the country, with his party saying the rape allegations were political. Well, still on the foreign scene, the United States is imposing wide-ranging restrictions on economic and security assistance to Ethiopia over the conflict in the Tigray region. The U.S. Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, also announced visa restrictions on Ethiopian and Eritrean officials and others who are accused of atrocities. Mr. Blinken stressed that international action was needed to help resolve the crisis and said those involved had taken no meaningful steps to end hostilities. Thousands of people have been killed and many more displaced since the conflict began 6 months ago. All sides have been accused of numerous human rights abuses. And now to sports. Denis Shapovalov has confirmed he will not play at the French Open due to a lingering shoulder injury. The 22-year-old Canadian, ranked 14, is one of the most exciting young prospects in tennis and had hit form on the European clay. Shapovalov pushed Rafael Nadal all the way in the third round in Rome, holding 2 match points, and he backed that up by reaching the final of the Geneva Open on Saturday. Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola says striker Sergio Aguero is close to agreeing a deal to join Barcelona. Aguero is set to leave at the end of the season as a free agent after City's Champions League final against Chelsea on Saturday. The 32-year-old signed off from the Premier League in perfect style on Sunday, scoring twice as the champions finished with a 5-0 win over Everton. Speaking afterwards, former Barcelona manager Guardiola revealed City's record goal scorer is on the verge of joining Argentina teammate Lionel Messi in Spain. And just before we go, here's a quick recap of the headlines. Southwest APC leaders have expressed support for ban on open grazing, condemned separatist agitations and backed restructuring. President Buhari has directed national flag to fly at half-mast, declared Monday work-free day for military personnel. On the foreign scene, we told you that more than 170 children are missing following a volcanic eruption in DRC's Goma district. And in tennis, you heard Denis Shapovalov has pulled out of the Grand Slam due to a shoulder injury. For more details on the news, you can visit our website on www.splashfm1055.com. Now you can download Splash FM mobile app on iOS, BlackBerry World and Google Play Store to listen live, get news updates and opinion poll. You can also report an event live to us through the iReports feature. To download, simply go to any of the stores mentioned and search for Splash FM 105.5 and then click to download. We've now come to the end of the news on Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station, and the best radio station in the southwest of the country. The news editor is Tunde Olawo, assisted by Abidemi Kajobola. I am Charity Jerome. Good afternoon and thank you for listening.
Quick, Charger 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity Station. We educate, that's why we are respected. We inform, that's why we are loved. More music, we are the best. The Integrity Station. Splash, splash,
105.5.
We've got the city on lockdown.
Got my own city that I hold down.
We are Splash 105.5.
From the top of the Fisher Building.
This is
Detroit's number one hit music station.
Splash 105.5 FM, your Integrity Station.
Your station. Here is
105.5. From the very beginning, we just saw the world differently than everyone else. This was made obvious in all we do.
That didn't sit well with some people.
What's our plan?
Our plan is to keep going up and not just go up, but stay at the very top. We are your favorite radio station, Splash 105.5 FM.
Then it's up. If it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's up. Then it's up.
105.5, The Splash.
Melanin Marama.
Master.
Melanin Marama. Oh, la, 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 Melanin Marama. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Honey, you na banga. I go see it in Sala. And in Sala. Now, honey, you find Basila, Vet and Amaka. Two of them together. Now, me look at you so then me live bashing my rover. Bashing my rover. Now, I say I look at you so then me live follow for God. Follow for God. Hello, hello. I dey call me baby, respond, respond, respond. No go leave till you respond. Hello, hello. I dey call me baby, respond, respond, respond. No go leave till you respond. This California, this is my matter. This boy under, this is your matter. I want be the guy, come to me like that now, mama. This boy under, finish your daughter. I want be the guy. Hello, hello. I dey call you baby, respond, respond. Respond, no go leave till you respond. Hello, I didn't call you, baby, respond, no go leave till you respond. This California, this in my motto. It's born under, this in your motto. I won't be the guy, come to me like that, mama. It's born under, finish your daughter. I won't be the guy.
We used to sit by the beach, playing love games and watch the sunset. We couldn't keep our hands